measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. And for the Warriors, Oubre out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Curry in at the 5. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to Indiana. Ibaka with the ball. Wiseman picks him up. And here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Beverly. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Buries the long-range jumper.
That was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Curry outside, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
LA's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Ibaka goes in. A shot by Batum, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Here's Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 5 points so far. Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. George passes to Ibaka. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Curry. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Wiggins against Leonard. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, you love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
For Los Angeles, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Jackson, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson kicks to Williams. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Zubac. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. Jackson drops in the layup for 2.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Williams passes to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Right side, Williams. Jackson drives in. He feeds it to Ibaka. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And Poole gets it to go. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams looking around. Ibaka right side. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got his third bucket of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Toscano misses. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Morris kicks to Zubats. The kick out to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Eric Pascal. Kent Bazemore is out there with Looney. And it's Toscano in at the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. And that one, good. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside Williams. Back to Zubats. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Timeout.
Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Paul George is checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. It's Curry with the drive. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
The rebound by Paul George. Clippers leading by 15. Leonard the pass to Batum. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. The shot that time not on target. Great tee that time from Green. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
The deep 3 from George. No good with the triple. On offense, here are the Warriors, trailing by 13. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's stolen by Green. Oubre kicks to Curry. Fires the 3. Tipped away.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
In the corner, George with it. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Just double-checking, and the game continues on.
And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against Los Angeles,
It's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverley is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Beverley against Curry. Banked in off the glass. Beverley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Beverley against Curry. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Clippers, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, there's the Warriors, a game behind.
And right now for the Clippers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Basket good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Wiseman. Over Ibaka. Wiseman no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ibaka dishes to Williams. And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for Lou Williams.
Well, small frame, but big game. Lou Williams in the paint.
Here's Curry. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Pascal, the pass to Curry. Two on the clock, and it's good on the way up. Curry's got 13.
That is a really pretty finish, just gently dropped in the finger roll.
And stolen by Wiggins. And so we wrap up the first half. Clippers lead by 14. And a chance now.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be...
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After 1 half of play, Serge Ibaka had no problems getting going. He had 8 points, and for the Clippers, and that should do.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through two quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Ibaka in at the center. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Beverley with the ball. Now Green defending, and that one's good. Beverley.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverley finding a driving lane and finishing.
Here's Curry with the three. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And George, here we go. Batum passes to George. Wiggins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Ken Bazemore comes in for Wiggins. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Curry. Back to Wanamaker. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Batum grabs the miss.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Warriors trail by 16. And Bazemore kicks to Green. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Down low. Here's Bazemore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre finds Bazemore. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
With some arc. Here's Zubac. They shoot again. And that'll be 2 free throws. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bazemore for 3, and the Warriors miss again. Clippers leading by 17. Kennard finds Williams. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Williams. Batum's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Lou Williams with the vision. Pretty pass.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Williams passes to Zubac. Batum dishes to Williams. Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. Count it. Batum's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Bazemore. Up and in on the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pascal kicks it to Bazemore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And so Bazemore nails both of them. And here are the Clippers now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shots good by Williams.
The ability to convert with bodies around you so significant. Lou Williams.
Here's Bazemore. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Zubac's the pass to Batum. Unable to get that one. And Golden State will come the other way. Pascal with the ball. And Batum picks him up defensively. Back to Pascal. Oubre bounce pass. Wanamaker the pass to Pascal. There's the 3. They grabbed their own miss. Toscano, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers leading by 15. Williams in the post, guarded by Curry, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Ibaka for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Curry. Wiseman's out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Poole in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors' 5. The pass to Morris. Wiggins with it, guarded now by Morris. Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 20.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Passes it to Leonard. Now here's Beverly. Back to Leonard. To the inside. 5 on the clock. Morris, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a 13-point game. Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, Leonard in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the wide-open shot from Green. And it's off the back rim, no good. Los Angeles leading by 13. The deep 3 from George. That shot off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. A 3 ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Here's Poole, defended by George. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Leonard. The deep three from George. That doesn't go either for George.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one drops for him.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
It's tipped. Lets the three fly. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Now George. Ibaka outside. The dish to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. George passes to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 6 points for Marcus Morris.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
They double-team Curry. Stolen by Beverly. Here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
The act of hands in anticipation. Patrick Beverly doing Patrick Beverly-like things.
Here's Curry. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Curry's got 33.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
George passes to Beverly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Warriors. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. The shot from 20 feet away. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here's George. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
To the middle. Here's Batum. Wiseman with the rebound. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. Outside, George. From deep. The long distance three is buried.
Well, the three ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Golden State's starting five. Oubre out there with Green. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. So many outstanding players in the league today, perhaps dizzying for the casual fan. Shaq, any up-and-coming players that they should take note of? The fans are asking you, who should I keep my eye on? What would you tell them?
Well, Greg played with his father. I played against him in Kentucky. A little bit older than him because the younger Sabonis was a monster. But Domantas Sabonis, he's a nightly double-double, great skill, strong in equal measure. Don't forget about Pascal Siakam.
Rock'em Siakam.
And Brandon Ingram. He's really coming on with this fresh new start.
Now Millsap. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. From deep three-point range. Barton kicks to Murray. Millsap has the open look. Off target from three-point range. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
They say landing in the right situation, Shaq, important for any player's career. What traits, as you go back and look and you see now and you played, what traits separate the great organizations in this game?
Well, one, you got to have experience. I think you got to have some banners up there in the rafters, and I think you got to have a mean front office. You got to have Jerry West and Mitch Kupchak. You got to understand the players in the games, and you have to have a commitment and a culture of respect and trust.
They get it again. Jokic out to Harris. For 3, Millsap. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Offensive rebounding is an art form. Jokic with the great instincts in hands to convert those second chance opportunities.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Let's it go. Shaq, you were the league MVP in 2000. Some discussion about what defines an MVP. Stats, wins, leadership. What do you think?
To me, numbers don't really tell the whole story. I just think you got to have the effect of winning on your whole team, your community, the arena. You just have to, display it night in and night out.
A dominance, right, that just touches everything.
A dominance.
It's still just unfathomable that man only has one MVP.
I can't get over that. I know. There are a couple guys like that in the NBA history, though, with one. How can you have one?
It's not fair.
Shaq's more emotional than I recall. Yeah. And here's Millsap from the arc. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Jokic passes to Millsap. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Here's Curry. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And they always say great offense beats great defense, but let's give those elite defenders their due. Shaq, who stands out as the best defensive players in your mind in the league right now?
Well, I got 3 names. First, since I'm a big guy, let's go with the big guys. Rudy Gobert, a.k.a. the Stifle Tower. See, that's his bread and butter. You talk about defense. Then you got to go to, that's the claw, Kawhi Leonard. Always going to be on that list. And I got to throw in Jimmy Butler. He never backs down from anyone.
Can you make that noise one more time? Is that like a bird or something like that?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You have the job. I like that.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Barton. It's deflected.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for the Warriors. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Steph Curry. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Oubre. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. And it's Green missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 10.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Wiggins, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Morris outside. On the wing, Green. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
We've got Jermichael Green. Hartenstein is out there with Morris, and it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. That one goes. Count it.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And playing here in Denver, the mile-high city, the air has 1/6 less oxygen than at sea level. Check, did you ever feel the effects of playing at altitude?
I have a confession for you guys. May I?
Go ahead. I would love to hear this.
It affected me a lot. I used to foul shave. You know what foul shaving is, Kevin? No. Foul shaving is when you get 2 quick fouls so you can sit down next to the coach. Because the diesel was not fine in that altitude.
That was tough, huh?
Yeah, the statute of limitations up. So, yes, I used to foul on purpose in Denver.
Have you ever looked back at your statistics in those games and just to see if... And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
That's tipped, and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside for Millsap, and here's Morris for 3. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assist. Morris has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. You've always been a student of the game, Shaq, when it comes to evaluating young talent and the future of the league. What boxes do you like to check when you're taking a look at these young players?
Well, thanks for trying to tell the world I'm smart. I'm not really that smart. It's just, Kevin, it's just not that hard to see. You know, the greats make themselves known very, very quickly who they are. Luka Doncic, does that name ring a bell? Yes.
Ding, ding.
How many guys are known as Aristotle? I know 2. You and Aristotle.
That's it.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From deep. The Warriors pull it in.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And Shaq, a pleasure to have you with us. Great to hear your observation as always. I hope you join us again.
I will. Happy to give them anytime. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much.
Man, they really are chomping at the bit to get you back up there.
Yeah, they want you back in the studio.
Nope, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Good. We want you here, too. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wide open look here for Murray. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Yeah, Jokic getting up there to the rim. Teammates love to see him doing that.
Curry with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 10 points.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Three-pointer, Barton, looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
On its way from Curry for 2. Again, Curry missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice job by Barton as a guard or sometimes small forward to get in there and hustle on the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
That shot misses. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is, and now, kicked back to the studio set after his brief tryout alongside Kevin and crew. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Draymond Green is out there with Weissman. Then there's Oubre, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Millsap in the corner. Back to Murray. High arcing shot, and no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers. Came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And Barton throws it down.
He's continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Jokic high post. Basket is good. He'll get a chance. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Wiggins against Jokic, and the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and the Warriors also making a change. Haskell's checked in, and the Warriors miss again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws. And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Looney, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Over to the wing. Pass to Hartenstein. Now, here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. Timeout. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Curry from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. The Nuggets leading by 20. And the wide-open shot from Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Jokic passes to Millsap from deep three-point range. You can't get that one, and Golden State will go the other way with it.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Passes it to Millsap. The shot, no good. Curry with some nice D. And it's the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. Can't hit from the elbow. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jokic with it. Now Green defending. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Back to Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Warriors trail by 20. Curry way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 19 points.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now he's just lighting him up.
Wiggins outside. Green kicks to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Denver grabs the miss. Barton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jokic. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of catering. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Denver. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Another miss by Curry. The Nuggets leading by 19 points. Millsap finds Jokic. And it's Curry with the rebound. The shot from 20 feet away. Wiseman no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 7 points for Jamal Murray.
And Murray's showing it all here. An exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
Wiggins sinks the 15-footer. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The kick out to Barton. From deep. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Wiggins with it. Out guarded by Murray. And it's Wiggins missing. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Harris outside. The kick out to Barton. And stolen by Wiggins. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Oubre's got the ball. Fades and shoots. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets leading by 20. The feed to Millsap. For 3. Here's Jokic. Murray right side. It's stolen by Wiseman. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry way outside. Denver grabs the miss. For 3, Murray. Good on the 3-point shot.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Jokic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on James Wiseman.
Pretty fundamentally sound, and Jokic does a great job of keeping his balance there after contact.
So both teams making some changes here. Well, we know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jokic.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Right side Curry.
You got to guard the long-range ball, but Steph's so good at pulling up. Great footwork and foundation. A good job on the pull-up J.
Fires for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Out to the right wing, to the paint, and the layup's good off the glass.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good from outside. Here's Green, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yes, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Morris looking over the floor. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our...
indeed.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Batum in at the 4 spot. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. From 7, and Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. A lot of teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. Getting everybody on the same page sometimes, it can take time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you don't see bigs with Jokic's skill level very often. His athleticism very average, but he still can throw it down if he has to.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Millsap passes to Jokic with the teardrop. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-double.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And George kicks to Ibaka, and the pass to Beverly. Ibaka, this is to George. 6 to shoot, takes the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Barton, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
Murray, the pass to Harris. The layup off target.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Barton against Leonard. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
The inside game of Harris continues to get better. He's effective at finding spots inside to score from.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Beverly, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots the 3. They get it back, and Murray with the second chance points.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Right block shot. In deep, George drops it in. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Barton. He kicks it to Millsap. From deep three-point range and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. Green with the rebound. Nuggets trail. Morris looking over the floor. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. It's Jackson with the drive. Good work defensively by Morris. Gets it off. No good on that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Lou Williams out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. It's deflected. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Shots good by Kennard.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Morris. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Williams passes to Kennard. There's the feed to Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Denver takes it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
Second chance shot. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Passes it to Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Hartenstein. That one drops for him. Hartenstein's got the lead back up to 5 now for Denver.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Murray against Jackson. And the layup falls. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Jokic high post. Working on Zubac. And Jokic slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got 6.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Murray. A second chance effort. Jokic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 3. And George, here we go. And that one drops. George has got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, how about the deceptive strength of George fending off the defense exceedingly well there and taking the ball strong to the rack.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson misses. The Nuggets leading by 3. And here's Morris for 3. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Zubac. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Green kicks to Jokic. There's the dish to Morris. From deep. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson passes to Leonard. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that off.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's George. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Harris against George. Harris, good. Harris has got his second bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And, you know, you see the improvement. Millsap has established himself as a decent three-point shooter now. He has the range.
Left side, Batum. Outside for George. For the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Back to Leonard, and stolen by Barton. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Paul George with the steal. Feeds it to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Harris finds Murray. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Leonard, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 3.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick? He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
That one good for 2. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Murray, good.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And the call on the shot that sends him. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Hartenstein. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the left side wing. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris with the ball. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Beverly kicks to Morris. Back to Beverly. There's 47 seconds left in the third. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one thing about Beverly, he's not just nasty on defense. He's great at getting the defense to rough him up on the other end, too.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And there it is for him. Williams has got his first basket.
Quick off the dribble. Gets a step on the nearest defender. Bye-bye, says Williams.
Morris passes to Hartenstein. Back to Morris. And he uses the glass on the layup.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Clippers trail by 5. High post, Zubats. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Williams. Here's Zubats. Misses. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Nuggets lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Williams. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. And Williams, here we go, makes it off the glass.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Kennard against Morris. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And yes, it's good.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
For 3, Millsap. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Williams with the ball. Kennard finds Williams. And here is Zubac. The kick out to Williams from outside the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap down low, covered by Morris. And that one's good. Millsap.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Kennard on the wing. Just 5 to shoot from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets leading by 9. Down low. Jokic with the bucket. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Ibaka in the post. Morris is there. Morris into the lane, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Millsap has the open look. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Finished off the break. And the Nuggets lead by 11. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Dozier passes to Morris.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Now here's Williams. He's guarded closer. Out to Morris. Outside Williams. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's George in for Lou Williams. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from George. To the inside. Now Zubac. Here's Leonard. Murray with the defensive effort. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. They've led by as many as 11 points. Murray against Leonard. From downtown. Murray, no good. Clippers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. The 3 from George. Denver grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Harris passes to Jokic. 18 that time from Leonard. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
They get it back. Pass to Barton. Harris outside. And another miss by Denver. So the Nuggets win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big...
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The view high above our... And
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now Golden State's starting five. Draymond Green is out there with Weissman. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Curry. And it's Oubre in at the three, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Beverly against Oubre. Beverly, the pass to Batum, and that one is good. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So it's the Warriors now after the basket by Los Angeles. Good on the shot.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
George passes to Ibaka. Clippers moving the ball around, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Curry's shot is off.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And it's the Warriors on the break. The high post shot off the left rim and out.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Leonard. Wiggins with some nice D.
Now, their first miss after a perfect 4-for-4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
And there it is for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I like how Curry shoots that one in rhythm. No need to force the issue.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. 1:57 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Ibaka. They can't stop the run with that one. The Warriors lead it. Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. Green kicks to Oubre. Beverly against Curry. Off target from three-point range.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on the shots to draw these fouls.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Paul George.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Pascal inside, covered by Morris. And contact. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, when Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Toscano misses. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Pelicans. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Morris kicks to Beverly. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pascal inside. Good work defensively by Morris.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, you know, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, they've got Kent Bazemore, Looney out there with Eric Pascal, and it's Poole in at the 2 guard. And Morris comes over to help. Bazemore inside the 3-point line, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Nowadays, the 3-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
Here's Wanamaker. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
That one goes in.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Warriors trail by 7. And the rejection by Zubac.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson's got the ball. Pulls it up. Zubac, no good. The Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Poole, the pass to Pascal. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. Here's Zubac. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Bazemore. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got the lead back up to 9 now for Los Angeles. The pass to Looney. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Basket good. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
Wanamaker the pass to Poole. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Williams' shot is off.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Looney.
Getting it done inside. Looney looks intimidating, using his physical gifts to own the paint.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. The Clippers, number 1.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Williams. Here's George. That shot, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 8.
That's a shot that Curry can make in his sleep. Amazing how smooth he is from distance.
.51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And they're on the break. Leonard kicks to George. Jackson up top, guarded by Curry. And stolen by Wiggins. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup. Green's got his first basket of the night.
And the attack mindset of Draymond is nowhere more evident than in transition.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Jackson looking around. Great D that time from Green.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
The shot by Curry, no good. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with... And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Reggie Jackson has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
They've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
And George, here we go. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by George. Ibaka's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defense. He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Here's Curry. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He's got 12. Los Angeles leading by 8. Now George. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Here's Curry with the 3. Another miss by Curry.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Curry. The 3. Curry with another miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, leading by 12. He gets that one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Oubre against Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. The Warriors also with a sub. Toscano's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Eric Paschall. He's checked in for Wiseman. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Steph Curry. Williams finds Leonard. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 16.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Bazemore. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bazemore's got his second bucket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Warriors trail by 16, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Curry's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Williams kicks to Morris, puts it up from 12. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Curry fires from way outside, and the Warriors miss again. Los Angeles leading by 20. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Zubac trying to break loose. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Curry passes to Paschall. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's Curry laying it in. He's got 14.
Three-point shooting, mid-range, driving and taking you off the dribble. I mean, all the elements of Curry's game is coming out over the course of a night.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
And Curry has it in the corner. From 15 feet away, and he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Wiggins is out there with Curry. And it's Green. Then there's Wiseman. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Now here's Beverly. To the paint. And Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Curry dishes to Wiseman. And the shot goes in.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Clippers leading by 16. Here's Beverly. Shoots over Oubre. Green with the block. And they get it back. Batum finds George. Leonard with the ball. Back to Batum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 18.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the boards.
Curry gets the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Batum passes to George. And George with the stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's deflected and stolen by Wiggins. Curry with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And the basket by Curry.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Doubled by Oubre. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Warriors trail by 18. Curry looking around. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Curry's got 6 in the quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Oubre against Beverly. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Here's Oubre. Passes to Wiseman. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Batum. Leonard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
They double-team Curry. Got a piece of it. Green kicks to Wiseman. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Bangs home the trifecta.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. George dishes to Batum. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Curry outside. A putback, and Green is right there.
You got to box out Green. He's a dangerous rebounder. He knows how to create second chance opportunities.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Beverly against Oubre. 5 to shoot. Beverly the pass to Ibaka.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, man. His game is so beautiful. It's a joy to watch. Curry, when he's at the top of his game like this, crazy.
From deep three-point range, no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. tip-off goes to Denver. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Jokic on the follow.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
And here's Wiseman. Here's Curry with the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
He does not lack the confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Harris finds Murray. Fires for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Wiggins dishes to Curry. Shot left block, and it's Wiggins missing. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside, here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Curry from deep three-point land. And another 3 for Golden State. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barton against Oubre. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
You know, Barton is a sinewy, mobile guard. I mean, he's tough to defend without fouling because of how slick and slippery he is.
That free throw good from Barton. Both free throws good from Barton.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Now here's Green. Jokic with the steal. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Whistle blows if that's going to be a travel. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Now here's Wiseman. Following the missed shot by Will Barton, they kick it out to Green. Wiggins outside, just 5 to shoot. Over Harris, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. And Jokic slams it in.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Right side Curry. In the hoop for his 3rd make in the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Jokic. 23 points for him the last game against Brooklyn.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
Oubre finds Curry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Wiseman the pass to Curry. A baseline J. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Green.
I like whenever Green is assertive from there, knows he can score, and does just that.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. Andrew Wiggins, number 1.
And to run up that kind of block total from the small forward position, I mean, it says a ton about his athleticism. He plays a few inches taller than his height would suggest because of that ability to elevate.
And you know, you talked his athleticism, but you can add a few other A's to that athleticism, like alertness, awareness. I mean, he's got both of those qualities and abundance as well. A's are wild here. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here are the Nuggets now. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here's Wanamaker. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
It's picked off. Here's the break. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
JaMychal Green.
So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 2.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Jokic with the bucket.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Wanamaker. That shot off. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Jokic. Misses from close range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just they've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
So on the floor. Oh, what a dunk!
Guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Denver passing it around, and the shot goes in.
Assist goes to
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Out in his own on the break. He lobs it up. It's hauled in by Wanamaker. Here's Golden State. Over in the corner. Looney over Jokic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Nuggets leading by 4. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Nuggets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Oubre against Harris. And good that time. Harris has got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
Boy, with that athletic, muscular frame, Gary Harris able to battle through contact there.
Curry gets the bucket.
Always a threat. Three-point land that time was seriously expanded.
Back to Murray. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Murray's got 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The shot from 20 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Denver leading by 6. Hartenstein passes to Harris. Murray outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Millsap. Good. Nice job down low. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
That's what we call weight room there. I mean, Millsap's showing how strong he is finishing through contact.
Curry looking around. Shot from 12. Again, Curry missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And he can extend the lead to double digits. Golden State's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Green. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Here's Murray. Got a hand on it, but he recovers it. And the pass to Harris. And that one, good. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry outside. Rebound by Murray.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
43 seconds left now here in the second. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach. Oh, great ball movement there.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Curry.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Oubre with the steal. Up the floor. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, and fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out star. That's all for now. Say good.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Draymond Green is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Curry. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Wiseman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Martin passes to Jokic. Over Wiseman. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Here's Oubre. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Oubre's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Warriors. For 3, Murray. Out to Harris. Jokic inside. over Wiseman. Just 4 to shoot. Barton wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Oubre passes to Wiggins. And it's Wiseman that time on the assist by Wiggins. Wiseman's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on body. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Wiggins. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Jokic throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Golden State.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Eric Pascal comes in for Green. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Oubre. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And the wide open shot from Morris. That one no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Back to Wanamaker. Passes it to Toscano. Now Pascal. Puts it up from 7, and it's good off the glass. Still got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And Wanamaker gets it to go.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Morris against Bazemore. Morris kicks to Murray. Connects from three-point range. Murray's got 11.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Here's Bazemore. The shot's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. He's got 18.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Here's Wanamaker. He's covered by Murray.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That one good for 2.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Golden State. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wanamaker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Morris inside, working on Pascal. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here's Curry. Releases from the wing and drills it. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And
it's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So out there for the Nuggets right now, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the power forward position. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Wiseman the pass to Poole. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game?
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
At the line for your Warriors, Stephen Curry.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's Barton on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Dozier, covered by Wiggins. The layup missed. Curry against Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Harris inside the line. A nice shot by Dozier. Warriors have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Curry against Morris. Curry is inside, and he makes good on the layup. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Morris. Here's Curry, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Man, the way Curry scores the ball, whether he's driving to the rack or dropping bombs, he is fun to watch.
So both teams changing it up here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Barton outside from deep. Warriors with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Harris passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
It's Curry with the drive, and they pick up 2. Curry's got 37.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Double team on Millsap. Denver passing it around, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Murray against Curry, and stolen by Murray. Launches a 3. Oubre pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And once it becomes a fit.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. A risky cross-court pass there, and it costs them. You got to be sure that you can get it there in time before you let that one go.
Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, that goes in. Bull's got it back down to within single digits for the Nuggets.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Clippers.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Barton in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the point.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. Rocket 6. That shot off. Good defense by Jokic. Millsap in the corner. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Millsap misses. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's George. Oh,
yes. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Millsap coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot. And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Barton following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Barton passes to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. It's a hand on it. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 7. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. George against Millsap. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. George finds Williams. Here's Morris. No good on the shot. And Denver the other way now. Last time they met was in Denver.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Here's George. Denver able to drain the 3. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. That one falls. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Hartenstein. Zubac defending. And he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Williams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Campazzo, he's guarded by Williams. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
34 seconds left to play here in the first. Morris outside. They swipe it. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And the basket is good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leading by 5. To the middle. Wants to get it to Zubats. And does. 3-pointer. Zubats. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Just 3 on the clock. And it's good on the layup.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Jackson is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Marcus Morris. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Now Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Murray. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
George finds Williams. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Good.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
Passes it to Jokic. Dishes to Millsap. Jokic passes to Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Last outing for the Clippers. They won that game against New Orleans.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Williams passes to George. Morris kicks to George. Back to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
George against Barton, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jokic finds Barton. 1:51 left in the first half. It's good. Jokic has got 6.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Launches it. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Dozier. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 4. Zubac's in the post. Covered by Morris. That one goes. Count it. Zubac has got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Denver, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the 2nd quarter. They're 5 for 9. They kick it out to Green. Back to Morris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
29 seconds left to play in the first half. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Great tee that time from Green. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Dozier, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And the wide open shot from Morris. It's hauled in by Zubac. Ibaka goes in. The shot missing. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead, up 4.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds. And that
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. 4-point game. Jokic trying to free himself up, and Barton gets it to go on the assist from Harris.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Outside, George, back to Beverly. Rebound by the Nuggets. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Barton. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Barton's got his second bucket of the night.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
George against Harris. George, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Wide open look here for Murray. They get the rebound. Jokic, no luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Milson. A shot by Batum, no good.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And it's Leonard missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
George against Murray. The Clippers in the lead. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Here's Ibaka. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Batum passes to Ibaka. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Millsap. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
So for the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Morris is checked in for Denver. George passes to Ibaka. A 3-ball. George, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Murray with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And it's Murray with the jam.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Morris passes to Jokic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. That's now 8 points for Jokic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Nuggets third.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
The Nuggets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Williams passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Here's Jokic. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. 2 points. That one goes.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Pass to Jokic. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Jokic inside. Working on Zubac.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half. Doing a much better job.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
First free throw is good.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
From past the arc. And the miss. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Clippers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Morris, Luke Kennard out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Ooh, the double clutch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Lou Williams. He misses the free throw. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And he sinks the second. Clippers leading by 5. To the paint. Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Barton passes to Jokic. Can't hit from in close.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Out to Morris. Pass to Batum. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Morris into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
The pass to Morris. Zubac in the post. Jokic defending. Out to Morris. And stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Beverly against Barton. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Beverly. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Yep, it counts.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A shot by Batum, no good. Here's Dozier, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Batum finds Morris. Beverly against Morris. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Quick first step. Beverly showing he's not just a three-point shooter at the offensive end.
And he knocks down the first one. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Paul George in for Marcus Morris. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Harris comes in for Monte Morris.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
Harris against George. From the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Left side, Harris. Murray surveying the D. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Coming down the stretch, you know this. You want to go to something that's bankable. That's as good as it gets.
George dishes to Batum. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Poke loose and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Here's George. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here's Murray. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. George against Jokic. It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Double team on Millsap. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. So they foul intentionally. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Nuggets foul called. Jamal. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. 2 shots. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Now here is Harris. And they get it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Clippers ball. Nuggets foul. That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Clippers. He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
So it's Los Angeles win this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Now